Welcome to a wow project with Rhonda. My wows are always a little different than everybody else's wows, but you know that about me. But I think a wow still needs to be simple to put together and not taking forever. So this is a variation of a Facebook Live that I did. I got a lot of positive feedback, and it truly does pack a wow. I am using some Saleabration products, so you can start thinking ahead and planning. So the paper itself is a wow. Can you see? This is the Golden Honey Saleabration paper, which I absolutely love. And then I'm using the Happy Birthday to You Saleabration set. And again, look, I embossed it with gold. There's a wow right there. If you're making this on a video or if you're making this in a class, just doing gold embossing packs a wow. Also, obviously, it saves us from having to color. So I'm going to show you this version, it's already done, and then I'm going to make one for you with a different wow, but just gold embossing. And then I took the Wink of Stella, which I'm sure you won't be able to see, and I colored in the flowers and the base, and then I sprinkled in some rhinestones. So and I used the black glitter ribbon, so this card has a ton of sparkle. So it's just a card front, but then look what happens when you open it. This is going to be a double accordion card. So you can't even see it all in the video, but this is the inside. And it gives a place for if you have multiple people who want to sign it. So like say it's gonna come from my whole family and I'm making it from my mom. Then it gives a place for like one of my children to sign, and then maybe another one, and then another one, and then you can just continue to keep having people sign it. It gives you lots of place. Still pretty thin, so you can probably still mail it regular. But wow, like it's such a fun card. You guys like that? This is a double accordion fold card. I'll show you real quick. Some of you might have seen it. This was my version that I did on my Facebook Live, where it was just a one accordion. So it was, a little bit more simple. Here is a very fun, bright version. See? So if you like this version better, you could do the same thing and you only will have one accordion. Instead though, I wanted to show you guys a real wow and do it with a double accordion. All right, so let's go ahead and put one together for you. You're gonna need 2 pieces of Whisper White, and you are going to cut them down to 3 3/4. So they're still by 11. And then you're going to score these all at the same time. You're gonna score them at 5 and at 10. Let's get my little arm out here. So we're gonna score them at 5 and 10. I think I've sold about 10 or 15 trimmers, so that's kind of exciting. That I think my customers are really liking the new simple, it's light, I think it's really nice and portable. So once you've done that, you are going to just fold along your score lines, and we're going to assemble these 2 pieces together. So basically, you're just gonna put adhesive on this flap right here. On one of the flaps, you're going to put adhesive on it, and then you're just going to layer the bottom of the other one right on top of that. Make sure you get it nice and straight. There you go. So that creates your really long accordion right there. Then you need 2 pieces of basic black, or any color, obviously any color cardstock that you want to, but I'm using 2 pieces of basic black. And we're going to glue down the bottom first. So this is gonna get glued right down to this, this is the bottom. So we're gonna just put that right in the middle there, like that. And then you're gonna put adhesive on your little flap here. And then this becomes the top of your card. So here, we are just going to line that up so we get it perfectly straight. There you go. So now you have your base for all of your accordion. Let's go ahead and decorate the front of your card. I'm using another piece of the Golden Honey paper. This is one of my favorite pieces. It's all black and white. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut this down to 3 3/4 by 5. And while I have my paper trimmer out, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this down for the pieces on the inside. And you could, I'm gonna cut it down to 2. And then I'm gonna cut these in half. So I think it's like 1 3/4. So there. So I just have 2 pieces, and they're not exactly the same. That's okay. And then I have this piece down here for the bottom, and this needs to be at 3 3/4. It is perfect. Okay. So next we're going to. This is why I love this paper so much, because we can color it in with our blends. And now all of a sudden I can take this, you know, plain, just black and white, which I love black and white, but I can make it whatever color I want to with our blends markers. So I'm choosing Highland Heather because I know my customers love purple. I don't know about your customers. So obviously I could sit here and color all day, and I would just color this in. Then I would go back in with my darker one and just kind of add some accents to the middle. One thing I found about blends is they start off pretty dark and then they kind of lighten up. So I'm gonna go to my magic box. Those of you who know me know I have a magic box. And I'm gonna pull out one. Look, that's already done, and it's so beautiful. So it's all colored in with my Highland Heather blends. And I'm gonna glue this down to a piece of Highland Heather. And obviously, if you don't like purple, you could use pink, you could use yellow, you could use whatever you want to. I am also going to tie around some of this glimmer, the glitter black ribbon. This carried over from like one of the catalogs, and I'm so glad it did. It is one of my favorite black ribbons. So I'm just gonna go ahead and tie that around here. Just so we've got a little bit of more glitz and glam to this. The black glitter ribbon adds a lot of that. And then that is going to get glued down to the front of my card. Make sure I got it going the right direction because I'm working upside down for you. So this will get glued down to the front of my card there. I really glued that down crooked. That is not like me. Well, you're gonna get the gist of it. You make sure you glue yours down straight. Okay, so then here we go. There's our front. It's all decorated, and then we have to just do our inside. So the inside, obviously, you could color as well. You have those leftover pieces. You have to turn upside down. And I just go ahead and put them in the card, and you can put them anyway. I put this down here at the bottom. Yep, I have to make it a little bit, so it's a little bit skinnier there. And then we're going, I'm working out of the video camera. And then we have these 2 other little pieces here that we will just make sure they're a little long too. So let's trim those down. I want them to be about 4 3/4. I think they're at 5. There we go. So I'm just gonna trim those down a little bit. And then we'll do this one. So in the tutorial, I'm gonna give you the directions and the measurements and all of that. So you'll be able to make your own as well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add some of these to decorate the inside. And you could add stamped images, punches. The punch I'm gonna use on this is going to be the new Saleabration punch, the new Saleabration flower punch. And obviously you could add all kinds of colorful flowers. I'm not gonna take the time in the video to do that, but you certainly can. I just wanna go ahead and finish up the front of my card. I have a 2.5-inch circle here, and I'm going to get my cutter out of the way, our black stamp pad. And I'm gonna use the stamp set, So Sentimental. This is in the occasions, it's in the mini catalog. I continue to keep saying the word occasions. It's gonna take me a while, I think, to get out of that habit. So this is beautiful. It says, wishing you much happiness today and always. So obviously you could give this card for any occasion. So I stamped that on there with just our black ink pad. And we're going to take some dimensionals, and we are going to pop this up on the front of our card. Let's go back to our card here and just put this on here. There you go. And then look at this. I've got these 3 beautiful little flowers that I've done. I've done one in the black foil. I've done one in the shimmer sparkle paper, and then one just in the Highland Heather. So these are going to get put down to the front of our card just to add a little bit of fun little sparkle and to just make it beautiful. Okay, so there we go. And then the last but not least, we're gonna go to our basic rhinestones. And we're just gonna pull off a few of those and put them on here in the middle of our little flowers, so they'll be complete. Now again, you could just add a couple little flowers to the inside of the card as well. There you go. And one more. There we go. So how fun. This is a card that will pack a wow when you actually send it to somebody, because they're gonna look, oh, it's like just like a normal card on the outside, but then when you open it up, it's gonna be able to have lots of other greetings and sayings and people signing it. So here's the one that I made today for you. Again, I jacked it up a little bit because I didn't glue that down straight, but here's the one that I'll probably have the directions on so you can copy it. And then, but they're made exactly the same way. So super fun, nice wow, packs a punch. You can do it on a video, you can do it at a class because it's simple enough, and or you can just make them yourself and have fun. All right, good luck.